Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to Season 5 of the Oregon Tech Fire Dragons. Last year, we came pretty close to winning several games in the playoffs. You can see right there, we actually won our first playoff game, and that was against the Nebraska Cornhuskers. It came down to the wire against Georgia, but me being me, at the very last second, making multiple terrible play calls, not going for an extra point, uh, not kicking the field goal to get the lead by 2. Several things cost us a potential win against Georgia. 2 times we lost to the number 2 team in the nation. We lost to Texas by literally a couple points. We lost to Georgia by 1 point. We could have went to the Natty, but you know who won it? If you paid any attention to last stream, you'll know who won. Okay, that's not us, because dang it. But if you paid any attention to last game, or last season, last video, you'll know Oregon won the Natty. And who beat Oregon in the regular season? Us. So technically, I'm going to go on a limb here and say that we should have been national champions. We've beaten Georgia for 3 straight years, and I see it happening for a 4th. But this year, expectations. Get back to the playoffs. Make sure to beat Oregon. That's the main thing we need to do every single year. Of course, we have to play them every year on our schedule. And they're actually number 10 this year. And we've got number 6, Oklahoma. Nebraska wanted to get some revenge, so we put them on our schedule. But since we beat them, they've got to come to us. They've got to come to our field, that's what I mean. Should be a relatively easy win against Colorado. And so we should start off 2-0 and then go to Oregon and hopefully get a win. I'm going to be playing the Oregon, Oklahoma, and Nebraska game. So 3 games against 3 top 10 or 3 top 25 teams. 3 teams capable of making the playoffs. 3 teams that made the playoffs. Somehow we're not starting off ranked, even though we beat Nebraska, we beat Oregon, and still no respect for us. We went up to a 2.5-star school, so if we can go back to the playoffs, get yet another playoff win, we should be looking at potentially making the Natty and going up way past just a 2.5-star school. And if we want to get even better overall-wise, which it's not easy to do, we're already a 91 overall team with a 96 overall defense. We spent a lot of time working on that dang defense. I'm going to go show it off. Of course, we've got probably the best outside linebacker group in all of college football. I want to go show this off first before anything. 4 90-plus overall outside linebackers. 4. You don't see this very often from anybody. But my favorite player, Adam Soto, is here, 99 speed, and he's only worked on his skills even more. We already know he's very athletic. He's the fastest linebacker in NCAA right now. All he had to do was work on his abilities a little bit, and he got himself up to an 87. Or I guess playing up to an 87. That's why the defense is as high as it is. In the cornerback group, it's okay. But we've only got 3 guys, which is not good. But our quarterback this year, Kevin Biadez, he's going to get to make his first start of his career. He's going to actually get to play his first snaps as the starting quarterback. So we'll see how Kevin plays this year. I mean, really, he's not that fast, but he's kind of where our quarterback last year was at, where he wasn't really that fast, but he was actually pretty freaking accurate. His throw power, it's an 86. It's not that good. But his accuracies are pretty good outside of his deep accuracy. He's got the ability to throw it on the run and under pressure. He can't really break a sack, but he ain't fumbling. See, he has the ability to scramble if he had a little bit more speed. 97 ball carrying vision and 99 carrying. Can't really juke, can't really spin, can't really stiff arm. I mean, he's not going to fumble. He could throw you an accurate football. So even if Kevin does get hit, I doubt he's going to get. I doubt he's going to fumble. And then we got Marquez Love making his first start. Well, maybe not his first, but he's going to get the start this year with a okay group of running backs. Not the best. That's the reason why our offense is down so much, because we just don't have much talent outside of him. Of course, we've got the former four-star running back Grant Kilroy we brought in a couple years ago, actually. I think with him, we're gonna continue working on his speed just to get him a little bit faster. And then receiving core, Pierre Stacy's finally the starter. Probably more of it's an okay receiving core outside of these two, Orlando Voss and Sharon White. Sharon is going to be graduating this year, so we've got to bring in some talented players. Pierre Stacy is in his third year, and he's very close to having to graduate himself. Next year is his final year, and he's leaving. But we've got to make the most of what we got now. And the way to do that is by continuing to build on the talent we already have and bring in a ton of great players. Like, we've got a 5-star quarterback, Chad Allen, true Chad of the team, 96 throw power. He could come in, and he looks incredible. That 96 throw power is already better than what we have. The accuracies are almost on par with what we have, and the speed is a ton better. We'd actually be able to scramble and not screw up like we always freaking do. Whenever we get in sticky situations with our quarterback not getting enough time, we'd actually be able to scramble out instead of just having to take the sack or throw a pick after our quarterback getting hit and it bouncing off the lineman's head. That's happened to us one too many times, and in the same video, might I add. We are going after some quarterbacks, and we're also going after some receivers like Terrell Tant and Ty Page. They're both 5-star receivers. Of course, you got Jeff Klatt, the gem 4-star receiver. We are first on his board. He's got 90 speed, pretty good route running. His catching it's actually pretty solid, but it can improve. It will improve. But we need to get guys like Jeff Klatt to commit to the team, and you'll notice a certain lack of a certain star rating, a certain lack of a 3-star. I'm going for gold here. A bunch of these 4-stars have interest in us from the get-go. They have interest. I mean, surely with us having a successful year this year, then that'll mean, like, if we can go undefeated, surely we get most of these guys, right? Surely. Now, we didn't insta-commit anybody, even though we were first on some of their boards, and we're still yet to have a 5-star interest in us from the get-go. But that's what the recruits are looking like right now. We've got 31 on the board. The preseason Heisman favorites are looking a little bit like that. LSU's quarterback C.J. Carr is the front runner, but surprisingly, Missouri State's I think that's their quarterback, Alakai Smith, he's on there. You don't see that very often. Missouri State's quarterback, who's up to a 92. He's a senior. He actually looks pretty freaking talented. He's going to be in the preseason Heisman favorites. Surely if Missouri State can actually have success this year, which I don't know how good they are right now. I haven't checked their overall. I'm sure I can check it in a second. But he's got pretty good accuracies. He just can't really throw it on the run or anything, but he's a pocket passer, so it makes sense. He looks like a pretty good quarterback. But we're not facing Missouri State this year. We're facing some other teams. Now, of course, let's go and do all the Pac-12 stuff real quick. Do we have anybody in the preseason All-Americans? First team, no. Second team, also no. But surely we still run the Pac-12, and yes, we do. Pac-12 is still under our reign. I'm pretty sure for the entirety of the first and second team. Okay, maybe I was wrong. Obviously, we ain't got a backup kicker or punter, but I mean, seems like other teams actually have it, like Vermont State and Dallas Tech. Seems the best thing about CTEU is their kicker, which would probably make sense. We did win the conference title game last year. Yeah, we won the conference title game last year. We've been to it the last 3 years. We've only won it once. And the time we did win it, we won a college football playoff game. So hopefully that'll be the sign this year. Hopefully we don't lose a single game. It's our schedule's not as tough as last year, but it's still pretty tough. We've got top 12 teams on our board. So you could argue this is a little bit tougher, but then you got to remember the other games obviously consist of conference opponents. Those three top 12 teams. And then the others are teams we should easily dominate, or at least get the win against, like Boise State. And yeah, it shouldn't be too bad, but we're looking to potentially have an even better season, go potentially undefeated. You got to think the expectation with this team 11 wins at most, or 11 wins at least. We're not expecting to lose any games outside of those three. So I guess without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the season. Waste no more time. And only one person takes us off their board. But we are starting off. It says we're 17th best school, just outside of A minus. So why are we not ranked? Surely we're ranked soon. Surely. And we are the first team out. So technically we're technically ranked 26, which I'm not mad at. Surely when these teams start losing is when they actually, let's see what the coaches think of us. Do the coaches actually respect us more? Let's see. Surely they would. And yes, they do. So the coaches have us ranked at 25, but the media has us 26. So I guess we've only got to go out and prove that we've, well, improved from last year. And since we've got so many recruits on our board, we've only got 500 hours. So we've got to pick and choose who we want. Obviously, we know we want Chad Allen. And which of these two guys would we actually want? Probably not Ryan Vallejo. 84 throw power. I don't want to have to work on that. I don't want to have to work on that. But then again, I don't want to have Chad Allen the only guy we go after, even though it would probably be okay. But we got to pay attention to his hard sell, because that's probably what screwed us last year with that 4-star transfer QB with 99 throw power. We could have got him, but it just was not meant to be. As we didn't really, or I'm sorry, I didn't pay attention to the hard sell. If we did, who knows? We probably would have been able to easily get him if I did. And we just fell behind and never got back ahead of him. And now he's just disappeared, and I can't find him anywhere on any roster. So that's that. But Spencer Good, he's the 8th best QB. I think I'm going to take my chances with Chad Allen, even though we've failed to get a 5-star QB the last couple of years. And same thing with Zach Cantu. You have to go 50. You can't not get a guy like him. Let's see. 89 speed with Pettigrew. Yeah, I think I'm going to just try to take my chances with these 5 stars. And obviously, I do want to get Jeff Clout. 90 speed. His intangibles look pretty solid already. 50 as well. I mean, going after one of these 5-star receivers wouldn't hurt. But Jeff Clapp is probably more of a realistic person to get. And we're already first on his board, and there's not really that many good schools going after him. Obviously, we know California, they've been stealing a bunch of our recruits, and we can't let that slide. You know what? Maybe we switch out one of the schools on our schedule to California just to see how much they really like it. Because if we beat them, then surely their recruits are going to be like, oh, they lost. Oregon Tech's a better team. We should go there instead. I mean, that would probably be a better strategy. Like, because look at the teams that have been trying to beat us, or that have been beating us for recruits, and put them on your schedule and beat them so they don't have a good chance of stealing them. Because you wouldn't want to go to a school that's 3-7 or 3-9 or whatever. I don't know. But us being first for Jeff Clapp is pretty good. Which of these 5 stars do we actually care to get? I mean, it looks like Terrell Tant's intangibles are just a little bit better. But Ty Page, I'm sorry, his route running and spec catch, their awareness are the same. But I think Ty Page probably takes the cake. He's a little bit faster, but Terrell, he could probably play several positions. And he probably wouldn't need as much. His abilities, Terrell definitely has more and, well, maybe not better abilities, but he does have more. His bronze 50-50, so he can actually go up and catch it. He's 6'5". You know what? I'm going to say the 6'5" receiver. Because obviously one of these 5 stars or maybe even both, they're going to kick us off their board immediately. So let's take our chances. Whittle down the week. We move down to second for Emmanuel. There's only one team offering them. Alright, let's just put 25 into Lorenzo Shockey. Yeah, let's see. You don't know, 30. See where we can get from that. And we put some into linemen. Well, okay, this is probably one of the few 3-stars we have on the board. Teams like Boston College. Okay. Nick Weiner. Let's go 45. Colin Stockton. Let's go 25 as well. Gotta balance out what we need. Since we're already on their board, shouldn't go down far even if we do get taken off. I think Kevin Orlovsky. We did scout him. Let's see. So he's he's raw strength, so he's probably running. Run block. Doesn't look like his run block's all too great, but Kevin looks a little bit more balanced. I think I'm gonna go with Stockton over Kevin. Well, he's the only right guard we've got on the board. Yeah, we can just convert him over if we have to. It'd be the same overall. I'm gonna go over to corner because those are definitely important. Who we liking a lot more? 94. Okay, well these two are hidden dev, so I mean we don't really run too much man. And Paul is a little bit faster. I'll put 50 into him. Maybe 25 into Cortez. And DeLuca, I mean, he's the fastest, but his zone coverage is it's just the worst. Let's go back to edge rusher. See, we've got 125. Maybe putting 35 or 40. We're probably not even going to come close to these guys. And it's worth a shot. I can only see this going very bad for us. second on a lot of these guys' boards. Oh well. This is probably going to go terribly bad. But let's see. Let's see how it actually goes. And yeah, as I expected. How are we doing for the QB? Please tell me we didn't just get immediately shafted for him. Oh, and we didn't. Oh, that's surprising. We remain on the 5 stars board. And we're up to 6 for Chad. He's close to reaching his top 8, so at least us being on his board very quickly is Zach can too. I guess let's put some points into other people. Pettigrew, let's go 15. How about receivers? And obviously Terrell Tant locked us out. But I think I'm more needing of Jeff Clapp. He's actually he's decently fast. 90 speed. Everything looks pretty good. His route running already looks about what most of our starters, if not better than most of our starters, already is. His speed's pretty much the same thing, and his catching, it's one of our first or second year guys would have. Probably our first year guys. We're still first on Lorenzo Shockey at 45 hours. Emmanuel Jew probably he ain't gonna take it off. I mean, we're second. I can't imagine any other teams going after him right now. Somehow moved up for Kevin Orlovsky, even though we didn't have any points into him. Let's put more points into Colin. Okay, 30 hours. And we're still not on these boards. Hawkins takes us off. Let's go 25. LSU and Tulane are in the lead. Makes sense. He's from New Orleans, so. Alright. Actually, let's see what the 5-star corners. Cortez takes us off. He was a gem. But Paul Doss, he is the main one we want, but it's not looking too good for us at the moment. Let's play our first game of the season, see how it goes. We got FCS West. We are, what is that? 39 points better? Yeah, I think we got it. 39 overall better. Okay, yeah. Easily 1-0. Single game record, Pierre Stacy. The single game's receptions record. Nice. And, oh, Jesus. 293 yards. That's the power of what a 5-star receiver can do. Now, obviously, he's in his 3rd year since coming out of high school, but if you develop him right, this is exactly what he can do. Nearly 300 receiving yards. National Player of the Week. Heck freaking yes, he deserves it. Nearly 300 yards receiving. There ain't no way he does not get into the Heisman. 63-7. What are the stats looking like? Almost 500 yards. He was 28 points away from 500. 4 touchdowns, 0 picks, not a single sack. Threw it 46 times. How about the run game? Marquez Love, 86 yards. And Pierre Stacy, just an incredible showing. Does this mean he's in the Heisman? It very well should. No. Nothing's changed. Surprisingly. Yet not surprising. Well, let's check out what the conference is looking like right now. The schedules. How did everybody fare in their first week? Texas destroyed Central Texas Engineering. Dallas Tech played pretty close with UNLV until they lost by 13. Santa Cruz stood no chance. Metro Atlanta, no chance. So we're the only team to win week 1, which is to be expected. Our conference right now is pretty much the punching bag for a lot of teams, but Colorado right now, well, it'd be nice if we could see the overall, but they are 74 overall, so this should not even be close. Colorado stands no chance, and the way I'm doing this, the way I'm doing the schedule is teams who are better star rating than us, I'm going to try to put them on our board, and if they just happen to be a lower overall, then oh well. It helps us because it shouldn't be as close of a game. And obviously, we need to challenge ourselves, but it's a team that's rated higher than us, we could take that star rating from them, take an easy dub, and hopefully go win a natty. But we've got Colorado this week. How much has the recruiting changed? Surely the receiver is happy. Chad Allen takes us up to 4th. Running back takes us, okay, we're first on Michaels. Zach Cantu, we're 4th. What about receivers? Yep, if Jeff Clapp wasn't happy about that game, then he won't be happy about anything else. Colin Stockton is ready for a visit, but I don't know if we're ready yet. So let's simulate this game against Colorado, and hopefully everything goes great. We are like way better than they are. 27, I think. And yes, we beat Colorado. And we're still first on these two guys. Wiener and Sam take us off. 5th on Lamont Gawin. And Eric Emanuel take us off. You're going to see probably one person take us off at least every week. But now we've got the first big challenge of the season. It's the number 9 Oregon Ducks. The team who won the Natty last year. And not to mention, we are on the cusp of being great. Florida State's quarterback, Kevin Sperry, the guy I wouldn't say struggled to beat last year. The team who we beat last year, their quarterback is Heisman favorite. This is quite an interesting Heisman list right here. I don't think Florida State has had a Heisman winning quarterback. I don't think Jordan Travis won it. I think it's been since Jameis Winston. I'm pretty sure. So if Kevin Sperry can do something that hasn't been done in a while, he could be looking at some high draft potential. And so is Pittsburgh, who made the Natty but lost to Oregon. So, yeah. But you got these 3 teams, A&M, Baylor, and SMU. SMU somehow ranked number 1. So it seems they overcame the death penalty and now are number 1 in the nation. They used to be a dominant force back in the day. I think what was it, the 80s or something like that? SMU was on top of the world. It's just the only problem is they were paying their players compensation for winning. Now, I can't say all the methods were fairly what's happening today. I can't say they were all like that. But most of them were basically just how NIL is nowadays. And SMU, even though they got the death penalty, it seems like they're pretty much thriving. Grayson Wilson, their quarterback, he's helping to be very, very successful. So, yeah. Pierre Stacy, even after his dominant performance, how did he play against Colorado? He won 29-15. Surely Pierre had a 100-yard game. Their quarterback, Jamerson Mustard. I think I know that name. I think we tried recruiting him at one point. It's just he didn't come here. We had a great game, only got sacked once. 41 completion percentage, 16 for 39. Not all that great. An okay game from Marquez Love. And Pierre Stacy with yet again another 100-yard game, but Sharon White, he's up here as well. 121 yards. So the offense is doing pretty good still. But now we've got the number 9 team in the nation, one of our first challenges. I think what I want to get, we can actually get the, oh crap. I think we're very close to being able to get like Master Motivator. Yeah, actually I think we can. We can get Master Motivator or Master Tech, or whatever Master Tactician is. Yeah, we'd be able to get it. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to go after Master Motivator, because look right here. Quarterbacks are less likely to transfer, increase XP gains. I'd be fine with saving points just to get Motivator, because we've already done a ton to our recruiting abilities. Like, the only one, we haven't maxed out the defense. I'm not really going to do kicker and punter. I don't really recruit them. I just let them come in. But we've got these skill players maxed out. We could go to offensive linemen, but I think we do good enough in recruiting those guys anyways. But we've got all the important stuff that I pretty much really care to do. Now I think it's just, let's save up points to get Master Motivator and go from there. Try to get guys not to want to transfer out. But let's go to recruiting and see where we can reallocate our points. Chad Allen, we're still 4th on. We don't quite know his hard sell just yet, but it does look like it's leaning towards something like Coach Prestige, playing style, playing time. If it can be that, I think we'll have something. But we'll just have to wait another week or two with the send the house on. So we're looking good for the 5-star quarterback and for the 5-star running back. What is he looking like? Oh, his hard sells aren't that good. Zach Cantu might not be a reality because his pro potential is not there. His coach stability is not. If I had to imagine, his coach prestige probably is what it's going to be. Either that or something like championship contender, brand exposure, yada, yada, yada. But, yeah, it's not looking good for him. Even though we're up to 3rd, who knows? It could just go completely our way. We could be very successful in getting them, but I doubt it. Justice Michaels, we are 1st on him. A&M looks like the only other school actually going after him, but they're not really putting in much of an effort. Hopefully he isn't just a normal dev trait. Byron Pettigrew, you know what, let's put 25. Just to maybe bump ourselves ahead of Toledo and Maryland. What about receiver Jeff Clapp? And he only wants 10. We are going. So Houston, Boise State. They're saying Houston's a higher tier or a same tier opponent, and it says the same thing for Nebraska. So I guess let's just put them against Houston. I have very much belief we can beat Houston easily. But getting Jeff Clapp wouldn't hurt. He's relatively fast. His route running is actually good to start off. His catching, we can work on that. We really can. And as long as his speed's good to start off, I don't want to have to do what I did with Pierre Stacy and just have to immediately work on that. But Jeff Clapp, we're 1st. Same thing with Shockey. I don't know if there's any relation to Jeremy Shockey at all. Wiener has taken us off. Surprisingly, we're struggling for the 3-star. I think he's the only one on our board. Oh, he can come on a visit. He's wanting playing style. So we know that's one. I just hope like one of the coach things or playing time is there. Because hard selling, I have a feeling that's how you can actually be successful. Once you do send the house enough and you actually unlock all 3 of their what you can hard sell them on, as long as they're good, I feel like that's how you actually are able to get recruits pretty well. We're actually up on the board pretty high for George Cobb, the right edge. And same thing, we're up to 6 for Meyer. A lot of Kevins. A lot of Kevins. We're up to 3rd for Lee. Ooh, down to 2nd for Trahan. Well, I think it all just comes with having more success throughout the season. If they see we can continue to win games, then I think we'll be fine. Mike, might not get that. We're up to 7th on Paul Doss. Getting Paul would be pretty beneficial to us. And yeah, the safeties I wasn't expecting to getting. Those, I don't know. I guess let's go ahead and get into the game against Oregon. We have won 3 straight games, 3 straight years against them. And we're actually, oh crap, we're higher rated than Oregon for the first time. Oh yeah, Oregon, I'm not going to say this should be a cakewalk or an easy win, but they aren't going to be number 9 after this game. I can tell you that for sure. Let's go red. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, let's half red and make black shoes. Let's try that. And then let's see against Oregon. Obviously, they're not wearing their regulars. They've already won that. I mean, they can go the Heroes alternate. You know, I don't hate it. All right. Let's get into this game and try to win and tie up the series at 4 apiece. We've won the last 3 straight years. Let's make it the last 4. Let's show them that we are ready to take on and beat the defending national champions. And here we go. We have to be at the Oregon Stadium. As Oregon proceeds to the field, we're getting hyped up in the locker room saying Oregon ain't nothing. Or I guess they are nothing. We stand every chance of beating them. Yeah, our boys confident. They're like, all right, let's just go. Even though they're ranked in the top 10, you got to think Oregon's feeling a little worried. The morale probably lower than ours just because of that streak we have against them in the past 3 straight years. And now Oregon to receive the ball first, meaning we're getting it at half. Exactly how we want it. Oregon will just decide to take a knee in the end zone, and here they come out with yet another new QB. The last 2 years, we have beaten them by just like 2 points every time. We look to hopefully have this year as a more successful year. And what a better way to have this year be more successful than by, well, destroying a top 10 team. And Juan Smith, here's our look on the first play of the game. That is how you started off. We knew they want to go to the check down right there, and we're just going to have an instant takeaway. You've got to show quick and early that you are the better team. Get in the heads of the other team, and it's already wraps from there. Juan Smith getting the first pick of the day, potentially not the last. Read him like a book. And now Kevin Bialdez feeling the heat. And Marquez Love getting it for about a 5-yard gain. Kevin's going to be able to make too many. And it seems every single player right now is cold. Terrible read. And Oregon, they're going to take it right back. The young man. Oh, and of course, Sharon White's going to be down. Well, not the exact way to play. Turnover for turnover. And he's going to get sacked. Going down, Enrique Hennessy Whiskey taking him down. Yeah, he can't believe it. His defense has only gotten better. I think he's fearing for his life out there. If we're getting a sack and a pick this early on in the game, I can only imagine it's going to happen quite a ton. Considering Oregon is a 60 or an 86 overall. Another quarterback is going to just hand this one off, and we're already there in the backfield, getting back to the line of scrimmage. 16 yards to go. Let's make sure. And we've been sending pressure quite a ton. Let's definitely keep an eye out. Sending a tight end in motion. It's going to be yet another handoff. And he's going to get a massive first down. And they're going to just continue to run hurry up. So Oregon may be thinking of a more run-heavy strategy this year. I mean, he is their best player. He is their impact player so far. They're just going to check it down underneath. And it's going to be a first down yet again. Oregon already has 2. But you do got to remember, we kind of started off with the ball in, like, the red zone already. And they're gonna fake yet another run. And the quarterback having plenty of run room. Does get the first. Now it's first and goal for them. Well, it should be. They're at the 10. Inside the 10, really. It's gonna be a run. Can we get there? And no, we can't. Several failed tackles. Oregon's in the end zone. Sharon White, forearm fracture. He will not be returning to this game. Okay. Quite an unfortunate start for us. Well, I guess fortunate and unfortunate. We get a turnover, we get a pick. Defense looks okay outside of the instant turnover. And then we turn it right back over. We need a better second outing from Kevin Bialdez. And better blocking would help on the kick return. Let's see. They are pressing Evanson over there. The young man feeling the pressure for sure. Everybody a little cold right now. And it is a grab, 3rd and 1. Let's see what we can get here. And Felix Dobbs breaking away, getting the first. It's going to be a run. And Marquez can't quite cut back inside. I think the crowd is playing a big factor into this. But you know who else is? Everybody in that receiving core. First down. Great throw as well. Evanson had a way to hold on. Securing the football. Name of the game. Now let's run it yet again. Marquez Love actually getting a little bit of running room. Now it is 2nd and 3. And he's going to barely get it, and now Oregon. Looks like one of their DBs are going down. Really feel like running its 1st and 10. We don't want Marquez to be hurt quickly. Ooh, nearly a big play there. Nearly. So once this crowd actually calms down, might actually be able to get something. Even though they have 90 accuracy, can't overthrow it. And he's going to have a first down. Orlando Voss. The man who didn't even want to come here, but he came here in the end. He decided, you know what, it's probably best if I actually go to this school. I'm going to try flipping the play, maybe confusing this defense just a little bit. They do have quite a big crowd over there on that left side. But Marquez Love, he's getting in the end zone. Swerve, and a drive, and a swerve into the end zone. Avoiding defenders on the way. And that's going to tie the game right back up. That is why we don't want to have our starting running back hurt. Utilize him when I feel like we can be successful. Don't want to run it too much to where the defense can predict it. But then again, our quarterback, he has just insanely bad nerves, especially in this sea of green. Defense coming back out now. And Juan Smith recreate his magic. And no, the tight end's going to have a big game. Now, it seems like they're trying to hurry it up. It's going to be an RPO. We have several guys there. Lyle Spears, the recipient of that one. Let's try sending some pressure. Maybe blitzing them. Well, we're going to have the tight end open over the middle again. Let's maybe not blitz there. And check it down. And he did it yet again. So maybe try sending pressure while also having the advantage. Okay, they're changing up the play. Let's do the same thing. He's instantly brought down. I believe that's Enrique Hennessy. Okay, 2nd and 12. And we knew where it was going. It went down to the flats. He just couldn't get there quick enough. Otherwise, Juan Smith would have probably taken that back to the house, or at least very far. And he's got plenty of time, and it's going to be a fumble. And we're going to pick it up. We're going to get a turnover. Their quarterback took way too long, and that's going to be yet another turnover on Oregon. Let's hope they don't challenge it. And they're not going to. So it was a clear turnover. The refs say it too. Very close to a first down. That will be the end of the first quarter. So at the end of one, we've got, well, a tying ball game. Our running back has played pretty well, being able to swerve through the defense with ease. His longest run was 11 yards, and it was for a touchdown in the red zone. Oregon's running back, they've been getting him involved. It's just when he was involved, he didn't really have much success. And Marquez Love not going anywhere. Pressure was in there immediately. Now here on 3rd and 2. And it's overthrown. The nerves are there for all of our players. He had his man wide open. The young man is just not ready. And he's going to have Orlando Voss wide open. And he's going to have a first and goal. They're trying to send as heavy pressure as they can. They know that this young QB, he's not really ready for the pressure. But he's not going to let it get to him. A couple bad throws is not going to face this man for long. He's starting to understand what our former quarterback had to go through. Let's have Evanson move in. Well, let's actually have him. Not sure. And Felix Dobbs. Tough grab. Let's go a little play action read here in the red zone. And fit it into a tight window. Orlando Voss gets 6, giving us the lead. Tight throw. Whenever he needed to throw, got it there. That's not an easy throw. And you may think it is. No, you have to time that perfectly, get it in there with accurate precision. Look at that. 2 guys were closing in, and Orlando to actually come down with it, that's another tough thing. 2 great players making a great play. Giving us the lead, of course. And if we can keep it up on the defensive side, we could just continue the domination. Hopefully after this game we get ranked really high. But you can't count your chickens before they hatch. So let's not do that. Quarterback, he's gonna fake the handoff. And he's wide open on the corner. First down, Oregon. I think it's at the play action fork or whatever it was. I could just be completely wrong in that. And now Oregon with 2 guys on the left. He's going to try to throw it, but he's going nowhere except to the ground. Randy Polak bringing him down for a sack. Second and 19. Watch deep. And Juan Smith was there, and we can't bring him down. We have several guys in the area. And we could not bring him down. We've got to wrap up and tackle. He's going to scramble it. And only going down, but right before the marker. Let's try to watch out yet again. He's going to drop it. Juan Smith coming in and knocking that one right out. Saying no, sir, to the catch. Now we've got him 3rd and 1. Are they going to run it or are they going to pass it? It's going to be a run, which is going nowhere. 10 inches. We're going to hold Oregon to a field goal. There's no guarantee they make this either. Well, there probably is, but kick is up, and it is down the middle. It is a 4-point game. We're looking to come in and stun. Well, not necessarily stun. You got to think we're probably the favorites in this just because of how much success we've had against Oregon. And I guess how much success we had last year. Well, you could say the same thing for Oregon, but they're not playing like that right now. I like the left side being kind of wide open. One block could lead to a big play. And it does. Maybe Dobbs here. And no, it was Orlando Voss. That was definitely my second read. They are pressing our guys. Let's change it up. And it's Felix Dobbs. Massive gain. They couldn't guard everybody deep. They tried pressing and they failed at everything. And then when they failed, they had to make up for it with double team, and that's exactly what happened. Felix Dobbs with a great placed football. Maybe we can get a little tricky with it here. And Figueroa, what a grab! A little bit of trickery is all we need. He held on to it, and he then continued on. Speaking of which, Figueroa making another one. Almost 2 minutes left in the half. You know what? I think we can potentially get a score here. Let's snap it at the last second. And Voss can't just catch it in stride. So now we find ourselves 3rd and 5, close to the end zone. And that's Evanson in the end zone, extending the lead to 11. That is why we've worked so hard on route running. No matter how good you are, no matter what ranking you are, good route running or skill beats speed. But you've got to be really good, because speed can catch you up with almost anybody. Oregon with about 1:52 left in the second quarter. And the comeback's going to be caught. He breaks a tackle. Now 1.5 minutes left in the first half. He's going to pass it. He's got his man in the slot. That's going to be first down, but they're just going to continue driving. I don't think running man's a good idea. They're going to run it again. He's going to check it down. Probably the smart decision. And that's going to be a timeout. Miles Charlton, the free safety, will go down. Okay, let's start pressing him up. See what we got here. Watch for a pass. We've got full wide. And he does get it. We don't hit him hard enough, and yet another player down, Sidney Means. And let's keep him in. Ain't no need to risk losing it here. And pass. And he's going to get sacked. Going down. Florence celebrating. Foot contusion for Sidney Means. He'll be alright. And they will call a timeout. I think their first one of the half? Yeah, first one. They've got 2 left. Obviously, you know better than to run cover 4 drop here. 2nd and 15. They're going to check it down. And he's going down. Oregon now calling their second timeout. They are in field goal range. You know what? Let's see if we can get a little stunt going. It's halfback screen. And they get in. They're going to shorten the deficit. Yeah, they're leaving us 57 seconds left in the half. Only down by 4. Let's try to get a return. See if we can do anything with this. We're on the return. Ooh, a little bit more speed. We had a wide open hole right there. Possibly the best one you're going to have. Okay, let's watch out for this RPO right here. And here's Stacy. He's going to get a first. So let's try to take a shot deep. And he's going deep. He's got Felix Dobbs. No! It was underthrown. We had him wide open deep. The wheel route was very close to being wide open. And here's Stacy. We're going to call our second timeout, apparently. Okay, 35 seconds. If we can at least get in the field goal range, I think I'll be okay. And we are. Orlando Voss. You know what? Let's hurry it up. I want to see 6. So let's run stick here. Let's hurry it up yet again. Hurry up and snap it, please. And there's a flag probably holding... No, it's on Felix Dobbs. Sure, hopefully that doesn't push us back. Yeah, it's a 47-yarder. Does our kicker have enough leg power? It's up, and he very well should have it through. We're going to take a 7-point lead and go up 24-17. Here at halftime, I feel confident with our team. We've played pretty well so far. I mean, we threw 1 pick, and that was pretty much an exchange at the beginning of the game. But other than that, I'd say we're faring pretty well against Oregon. Our quarterback, not as good as we think. It's just we're letting too many coverage holes get through. And I think Kevin's done a great job finding his guys in heavy pressure. Of course, we already know he's got some pretty good throw under pressure. And his throw on the run isn't bad either. But defense can't let too many big plays happen. And speaking of which, let's get back to the action. We are going to be getting the ball first here in the second half. And now it's 1st and 10. Crowd pumping so hard. Second and 4. Maybe yet another run. And Marquez Love. The guy breaks off the block. Can we go for a 3rd straight run? I mean, their defensive line is actually spread out pretty wide. And it will be first, but he's going down. It just seems like you can't give it to him straight several times. He's got a high chance of injury. They will not phase. Pierre, please. And it is picked. The DB was about the same spot as Pierre, but I guess it was just thrown a little too ahead of him. Marquez says he'll return soon. Oh well. Get back out on the field. Go make something happen. The good thing, that's the nice thing about football. We gave him every chance to succeed. And he's going to get sacked. Nowhere to throw it. We've already got 5 sacks on the day. That's Hennessy whiskey. That's yet again. And we've got another invisible player. Yeah, switched on to him. It looks like there's no safety out there, but trust me, there is. And he's going to get it. Maybe we can get in there quick enough. I mean, we've been doing a pretty good job on that. Make a throw. And he's going down 2nd and 5. It's a screenplay. And he's going down short of the first down marker. Let's try sending a blitz now. Not the smartest, and for whatever reason, man defense. Oh well. They're going to tie the ball game right back up. Several ups and downs so far, and that's what it is. And here we go. We're going to try to get a return here. And he's not got enough speed. We have the potential to be one of the best return teams in the nation. It's just every year what is causing us. He can't hold on. Yet another pick off of a tip. Of course. Oregon's gonna... I guess it's time for me to shut up and actually lock in. Not going... I will be honest, it's not going the way I expected. It also didn't help my freaking safety is just completely invisible. You know, funny enough, this isn't the first time I've seen this glitch happen. It's happened to me several times, like, I'd say maybe 2 or 3 times. One too many is all I'm going to say. Orlando first. Let's actually try... Let's maybe try an RPO. Looks like Orlando is pretty wide open. And he's going to have a big game. Evanson getting... Ooh, crap, enough for the first... But man, injury bug is happening right now. Earlier, it was Sharon White. Now it's Barry Evanson. I really don't know what his speed is, but I don't know what Orlando's speed is. They really are trying to press us. And we hold on. And what a big man play! He got injured, came back in, and said, "Get off me!" Probably a stupid pass. But Barry Evanson says, "No pass is too stupid when you've got me as your receiver." What a grab! The other DB, the safety, tried coming in and ruining his his moment. But no, you can't ruin that. We get back in the end zone. It's not like the QB made a good throw. It's just that the freaking receiver made a play on the ball. Not just any play, but a goated one. One of the best you're probably going to see all weekend. Now Oregon coming back out onto the offense. They scored a touchdown last time, and I wish they'd fix it. It's going to be 2nd and 3. Quarterback's already got 300 yards. Can't really tell where the safety's up there. And it's incomplete. I'm pretty sure the safety was up there, but it's hard to tell. We got the invisible man. I don't know whether that's a good thing or a bad thing. It's going to be a run, and he's going nowhere. And it looks like Oregon will just decide, hey, we're going to punt it back. You can have the ball. Let's go take the lead right back. Here, Stacy. He throws him off, but immediately gets met for his troubles. I haven't really tried this play before. So maybe move Evanson right over. Have him run. Let's try a deep cross. And he can't make the grab. There's a guy there. Just didn't work out. Maybe hit the corner of the post. Orlando Foss in and out of his hands. You get unfortunate sometimes. It happens. You gotta love some jump ball receivers. You gotta love it. He drops the... Wow. Who was that? Grant Kilroy. Okay. I mean, I don't expect you to catch everything, but a screenplay... And he's going to have a big play. We run yet another screen, but this time we sent a little motion, confused the defense. We got lucky we had enough time to even get that out. Most of the time you don't. Most of the time on a screen, they're just instantly rushing in. The line's obviously going to block elsewhere. Kilroy, the sophomore receiver, or running back. He gets bumped on his route. And now it is 3rd and 11. We probably have to look for like Felix Dobbs here. And no. So it is a 51-yard field goal. And the kick is up. Even with trouble, we still make it. 51-yarder. Bang. We're going to get the lead right back, but I guess just by 3 points right now. Oregon held us because we couldn't make any momentum on the ground. We stopped running the football. Of course, our starting running back. Oh, God. Oh, wow. How on earth did he not return that for a touchdown? I mean, I guess running straight at the kicker doesn't help either. Now Oregon gets some good momentum. They're going nowhere. And gain of 1 isn't necessarily nowhere, but it's still Miles Charlton, who, yep, I think that's what it is. I don't know what it is. I'm pretty sure it's because he's injured. It said he's injured, and now he's back in. I really don't know, but they're going 5 wide. It's a receiver screen, and he's going to bring him down. We're still at the 40-yard line. I think that's what it is. An injured player coming back in. And he's going to just scramble. You really got to have some kind of QB spy out there. That's the end of the third. Oregon is down 34-31. I mean, they're not playing bad. They're actually in the red zone. We've kind of slowed down, but we have targeted a ton of different guys, mainly Orlando Voss. But Barry Evanson is slowly emerging as a potential jump ball guy for us. He made that one jump ball touchdown grab earlier, and it was quite nice. But now Oregon's at the 13. They've already got a chance to tie the ball game. We can't let them. And he's going to go down. That screenplay didn't really work all too much. I'm trying to run Tampa 2. He will go down, 3rd and 8. Let's run the same thing. 3rd and 8. Is Oregon going to try to look for a pass? You would think so. And almost overthrown, but Oregon will take the lead. Right back. We left the middle wide open, but we can't tell if Miles Charlton if he's playing or not. We can't tell where he is because the game is buggy. Like that, I'm pretty sure that's how it works. If the player gets hurt, and for whatever reason they are allowed to come back into the game, they're going to be invisible. We're only down 4 points. Gilroy getting us a decent amount, but we got to waste clock so we don't. Have to worry about having what happened to us in the playoffs happen to us again. Just keep driving down the field, get plenty of yardage, and Kevin seems to be a little bruised up. Let's hope he remains okay. We kind of need him. He's an important figure in this game. I like what I see. And Pierre Stacy's going to hold on. Kevin's got 3 picks today. You know, I'm not the best when it comes to throwing without getting picks. You know, the digs and the drags really elevate this team. That's really all you can do at the moment. Well, I mean, that's really all you can do on Heisman. Nobody really open, and Pierre Stacy is getting cooked by this defensive back group. He's just getting destroyed. His route running doesn't work. For whatever reason, we can't take Miles Charlton out, even though he's hurt. We can't. But Oregon might try to do what we're trying to do. And it was dropped, and Najee Torrance goes down. I need to know where Adam Soto is. Because if he's hurt, then we've got a big issue. He's not hurt. I just haven't seen him out on the field. And also, speaking of hurt, I need to take Miles Charlton out because I can't have him in there. I cannot have him in there right now. Even though he is 87 overall. You know, that's probably not a smart decision. But Miles Charlton is invisible, and I can't do nothing about it. I guess Sydney means he's got to play there. Okay. But it's 3rd and 9. And the quarterback looking to throw. And it is caught. We can't waste a timeout. But I don't want Miles Charlton out there, even though he's not technically out there. And it's knocked out. We could have got a pick if we were a little bit faster to react to it. And no shot, he's still out here. Miles Charlton is still out here on the field, even though I strictly said to take him off. And it's overthrown, 4th down. They're going to kick a field goal here. And they're going to try to take it up to a 7-point lead. Is Oregon going to be successful? Nearly blocks the kick, but we weren't fast enough. Imagine if we just put Adam Soto as a kick returner. How hilarious would that be? We've got 3 minutes and 50 seconds left in the game to try to tie it up with a touchdown. But I mean, we don't necessarily have to worry about it. And Garrison Figueroa, 1st down. We got Felix Dobbs over there. And he can't hold on to the football. Can't hold on through contact, unfortunately. Now 2nd and 10. And Figueroa is going to hold on. Can we run it for the 1st? Call a timeout here. It's 3rd and 1. They were pressing up on the line. I think that only means one thing. And they expected us to go right. We're going to get the 1st. So now middle slant. Let's see. We could definitely get Felix wide open. And Orlando Voss, in heavy traffic, does pick the ball up. And there's 2 minutes left in the game. I mean, we could just try to send us to OT, which I wouldn't really be mad at. Let's get this clock down and try to get in the end zone. We've got 2 timeouts left. And of course it's picked. He has had a terrible game. I don't know if Kevin Bialdez is the answer. I don't think he is. Now we have to get a pick, a stop of some sort. And why on earth is Miles Charlton still in after I strictly said no? Oregon might just have to freaking, I don't know. They're not going to pass it. And Miles is out, thankfully. But we need some kind of stop. No! We couldn't get the pick! That might as well have just been game. They came back to the football. Now they're just going to take a knee. Gosh dang it. We were a higher overall team. We were a better team. Defense just didn't play the way they were supposed to. Our players kept going invisible. And Oregon's going to get their first win against us in 4 years. It's going to be the same thing that happened when we were facing Penn State as Vermont State. That does truly suck. But it is what it is. It's a respectable loss, but we can't have any more. We finally played with our quarterback Kevin Biadez, and he definitely did disappoint. 110% disappointed. We were dominating the game, and then we just got shut out in the fourth. We let such a great performance by a lot of our skilled players go unnoticed because we lost. To a 76 overall quarterback freshman. We lost to a guy who has like not even 80 accuracy on any of his accuracies. We really just lost to that. And we have a 96 overall defense, so we should have shut them out. Or done a lot more. We shouldn't have let them get 41. Then again, our offense kept giving them the ball right back. So, I don't know. I think I was more worried about Miles Charlton being invisible than anything. But our quarterback, Kevin Biadez, throwing 5 picks is insanely bad. Us having to throw it 50 times didn't help either. I might have to adjust some of the wear and tear sliders, because I understand we run it with the running back, but Marquez only ran it 14 times. He's not going to be injured after 14 runs. Maybe after 3 straight, yeah, I get that. Maybe take him out and give him a break. But he shouldn't be injured that freaking easy. It's not like his injury sucks either. So I don't really know what the reason why they just constantly take they force him to be injured. I really don't know. But you got to move on. Grant Kilroy couldn't really do anything. He's slow as molasses. Oh, excuse me. He's slow as molasses. 86 speed. So yeah, we couldn't really get much done on the ground. Orlando Voss, he had a really good game. Almost 200 yards. Touchdown. He did drop one. Barry Evanson, I mean, he went up and made that grab over 2 receivers. Says he's a gadget receiver. Man. I mean, like, seriously, this is... I mean, our receiving core doesn't suck. We actually have some decent receivers. Somehow Garrison Figueroa was playing just better than most of our receivers in general. He didn't have a single drop. He caught almost every single one that we threw to him. He didn't really struggle. It's just, I don't know. But our first loss of the season being to Oregon, I don't know. Something's a little iffy about that. Then again, it was probably my fault. But Miles Charlton, he went invisible halfway through the game. They need to fix that. If a guy gets injured, keep him out of the game. Don't put him back in as a sub. Or don't put him back in if he's going to remain hurt. And if you need proof, and if anybody needs proof of that, the invisible player glitch, just look at every single stream of the OTU Dynasty since episode 2. Because first it was, I believe, one of our tight ends going invisible. And then it was one of our linemen going invisible. And now it's Miles Charlton going invisible. I really don't know. I guess we got a bunch of fans of wrestling because of John Cena or whatever. I don't know. Either that or they're taking uh, some potion or serum that turns them invisible mid-game. They're like, oh, I can get super strength, but I'm not going to be able to be seen. And my own teammates, my own coach can't see them. But I am curious, where was Adam Soto? Nowhere. He wasn't hurt unless he got hurt and he was out for the season or whatever. I don't freaking know. I really hope he wasn't hurt because he's a very, very important player for us. But he didn't seem to be here today at all. So I presume he was probably out for a lot longer. Enrique Hennessy, he was having a heck of a game just to have it wasted because we lost. He had 2 sacks, 4 TFLs, incredible game by him. We had 1 pick, Juan Smith. He got the pick. Very first play of the game. He also had the most pass deflections. Najee Torrance, who did get hurt, had 1 forced fumble. We actually recovered as well. Terrell Carmen recovered it. I mean, the opening to this game was really good for us. And then I figured out our quarterback sucks. So I just hope this is going to be another Texas Longhorns Arch Manning situation. He starts off the season pretty rough. He's in his sophomore season. He starts off pretty rough, but eventually he figures it out and starts to actually ball out. But I mean, it isn't a bad loss to take. Oregon is the top 10 team for a reason, and it's just unfortunately what we lost. So it happens. But I guess let's not worry about that. But I mean, you you could say we were the favorites, but then again, you probably won't. But is Adam Soto out? No, he just didn't show up in our rotation because he was not present. He is still on the team, right? He was a junior, so I don't know why we would have lost him. Yeah, he's on the team. He just didn't do anything. And of course, for whatever reason, he's invisible here. Let's see, game log. Why has he not been producing any stats? I'm pretty sure he's our starting Sam. Either that or edge rusher. What the heck is happening with Adam Soto? I have a feeling him not playing against Oregon was probably the reason why we lost. Hmm. Not there. Not there. Wait, what? Why is he not even playing? You gotta have him out there. He's 99 speed. What? Okay, you gotta at least have him out there as an edge rusher. This is probably why we lost. Because Adam Soto didn't play. You can't just have a 99 speed defender not play on the team. That's just stupid. No wonder he hasn't been getting any stats, because it hasn't, for whatever reason, they want to play, well, I guess it makes sense. Our will linebackers are just incredibly good. Who's playing the will? And of course, you already know. But I guess that's just the problem with having such a good outside linebacker core, that Adam Soto being there doesn't really let him do anything. So he should get to play now. He is going to be the right edge rusher. I'm fine with that. That's how we got him in from the transfer portal. But we can't have any more losses, and him being in the game is going to help. Because I think he did work on his block shed. Yeah, he worked on his block shed. His power move's okay, but his finesse moves. This man is a 100% a speed rusher. He definitely has worked on his block shed. His tackling's good. His hit power, pursuit. His coverages aren't okay. But this man, he's not going to get injured. And he should be able to rush the passer. Which, if I would have known he wasn't in the game, or wasn't able to play because he wasn't on the depth chart at all, then I would have put him on the depth chart. And hopefully that loss against Oregon doesn't screw us over for recruits. I really hope it doesn't. But we moved down in championship contender. At least we don't move down too far. Because we were at 26. But he was definitely one of the reasons why we were so good. And we move up for Chad Allen. Okay. Yeah, buddy. Chad, we need you. You would get instant playing time. You're actually fast. You're still tall. You can throw the football actually good. So, we've got to keep going after him. And pro potential's not there. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I mean, what are we looking at right now? Okay. Oh, we could actually get first on him very soon if we just keep doing good. We're up to second on Zach Cantu. Okay, we're actually looking good. We got 10 hours. Still first on Jeff Clapp. How did the visit go? Oh, we haven't gone it. He hasn't gone it yet. Okay. I believe our next game up is going to be the Oklahoma game. Yeah, it's going to be the Oklahoma game. And then we've got the Nebraska game. And then we'll sim the rest of the season. Hopefully make the playoffs. Ooh, and both of them playing style and playing time. We're already so far behind for Emmanuel Joel. Well, maybe not, considering no other team's actually going after him. But if he's worried about playing time and we've got Lorenzo Shockey, I think Lorenzo might be just a tad better. We've got to improve our playing time. What is he? He is a physical route runner. What is a physical route runner tight end actually wanting? He is wanting 12 receptions, so we should have that. Probably means a game. Which even then, oh no, probably from tight ends. I'd say it's safe to say that. Let's see. What is, please be 10. No, it's just 40. Never mind. You know, let's finally put 10 into Kevin Orlovsky. Not that it'll change much. But I'm not trying to focus on recruiting too much. We need to get wins. Boise State should be the perfect bounce back game. I just hope Kevin wants to actually play football. Okay, we do win. We beat Boise State. And we rise up one in championship contender. Well, we are up. Oh, sorry. Sorry, keep going back and forth. We are up with the likes of Texas A&M, Tennessee, Alabama. It looks like we're actually pretty close to being ranked in the top 25 again. Colin Stockton, no. Okay, he takes us off. And Godwin as well. We're second on Paul Doss behind Nebraska. First. Okay. I think we're doing fine. I do think we did move up for the 5-star QB. Because I imagine we probably won by a ton. Oh, yeah. Pierre Stacy having almost 200 yards. He's on an insanely good tear this year. And Oklahoma's number 3. I can only imagine they're much better. Surely Pierre Stacy's got to be up in the Heisman sometime soon. I have a feeling most of Kevin's picks are coming from me. Well, maybe not. Okay, yeah. We gotta check this freaking Heisman. There ain't no way Pierre Stacy ain't in it. Surely. There we go. Because he had almost a 300-yard game uh, against the FCS school. He was 13 away from having a 200-yard game against Boise State. And surely, if we feed him this week against Oklahoma, I think we're only going to be getting better and better. His chances of winning Heisman are, excuse me, just going to keep improving. Chad Allen, we're moving up for him. And we're actually first on Zach Cantu. We're looking good for these guys. We're looking really good at the moment. But we've got 80 hours to spend. Let's actually see guys who can come on visits. Paul Doss. We're going to bring him on a visit against Houston. Oh, and Shockey is here as well. We can put points back into him. We can't bring him on a visit, but we're not planning on it. Or not yet. We're not planning on it yet. But I feel like we are at the stage to where we can go just after purely 4 and 5 stars. We're national championship worthy, but us having a loss as early is not good. So let's go ahead and face Oklahoma. We have the same defense, but they are a higher rated team, just by a little. Why is my coach there? Why? I guess it doesn't matter what uniforms you wear. The game is just straight up bugging out. First it was the invisible players, and now it's my coach wants to wear the uniforms. Like, buddy, your playing days are over. Vermont State is way in your past. Bug off. Let your players have the moment. I think college football 26 is bugging out on me. I really don't know what the issue is. So it wasn't last night. It was a couple nights ago when we were facing Georgia. The same thing was happening. Well, maybe not players going invisible, but it's taking forever to load. What on earth is the issue? This game is just starting to become more buggy and buggy every time I play it. It feels like almost every single game I play now has an invisible player. Like, what on earth? I have no clue what issue is happening right now. Man, what on earth is the issue? I'm just trying to play some college football, and this is what's freaking happening? Like, jeez. Does this game just not like me or something? I mean, it's probably saving me from throwing like 5 picks today, or in this game. Come on. Like, I'm just trying to stream. Not even halfway through the year. I don't want to end this, because if I have to restart it, it's going to end the stream. I'm not trying to do that. Because once I end the stream, I want to chill. It's not even freaking 12 o'clock yet. And by 12 o'clock, I'm usually like on a third or fourth game. Or in the conference title game. I don't know. Like, come on. I'm going to set my controller down, and if it's not working by the time I come back, I will restart it. It really doesn't want to work. Well, you've got to actually be kidding me. It's not even been like 2 hours. Usually they're like, my streams are like 5 to 8. It's got to be some kind of joke. I would say the same crap I said when we played Georgia, but same thing's probably going to happen. We're probably going to end up losing. We can't take another loss. If we take another loss, we're basically unable to make it to the freaking national or the playoffs. I think I already know how this is going. I don't want to have to restart the game. I really don't. It shouldn't be my connection either, because it was working just fine. So I really don't know. It really doesn't want to work. Oh well.